Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, then welcome. So I want to share with you guys the positive parts of being single because a lot of you have just checked out my recent video on celibacy, how it heals your mind and body. So I have a feeling that a lot of you are single at this time. Let's talk about the benefits, the positives, because I think that we can all agree that there are some downsides, feeling lonely at times, and just love in general is so beautiful. A relationship is so meaningful and valuable in your life. So I don't want you to get too down on yourself if you're single. I'm talking to me, I'm talking to everybody watching this, because there are some really beautiful positives, and trust the universe because nothing is by accident. There are seasons in life, and so if you find yourself single right now, I want you to focus on why you're single and how you can best utilize this time so that you feel happy and at peace, because inner peace is so valuable. This time for me has taught me how to develop inner peace and how to balance my own self out, my emotions and things like that. So make sure you like this video if it helps you in any way. If you're new here, I would love for you to join the fam and subscribe. Okay, let's get into it. So being single, we're in our selfish era right now. That's right. It's okay. What's the first benefit of being single? The first benefit is freedom. You don't have to answer to anyone. You get to just be free. You get to make your own decisions in life, and it's really cool because when we're kids, we're being told what to do at school, by our parents, by society. When you're a young adult, you're still figuring things out. And so once you're completely grown, you're a sovereign being, you're free on this earth. If you're not married, you're single, if you're not dating anybody, this is like your chance to just do you, like just focus on you. And I don't really mean like out there being wild and promiscuous. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, what do you like? Because being single is about being in a relationship with yourself and discovering yourself and nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself the way that you would do, like the way that you would in a relationship, the way that you would take care of a partner. When you're single, you can take care of yourself. And so for me, this looks like the freedom to watch really girly movies without any shame, without any compromise. Because when you're in a relationship, you have to consider your partner. Like, okay, well, what do they want to watch? If you're in the car driving, the music, you have to agree on it, or you should. Where do you want to eat? Like, it's always a conversation. Where do you want to go? If you're going on vacation, like, where do you want to go? And it's fun and all of that, but when you're single, it's just about you. Like, okay, no, well, what do you want to watch? What concert do you want to go to? What do you want to wear? How do you want to express yourself? You can take as long as you want to get ready, take a shower as long as you want, or shower and a bath like I'm doing all summer, like multiple times. You can sleep in late. You can turn your phone off, you guys. No lie. I will turn my phone off for like 2 days at a time. I'm telling you, my family can vouch for me that I'll just go MIA from the world at times, because this season in my life has been about focusing in on myself. And you get to build such a deep, intimate relationship with yourself, as far as like having conversations with your inner self, hearing what's there, being able to balance yourself, because a lot of times our minds can be saying things that are not even true. And so being able to face your shadow self, or that little inner critic that we all have, and defeat it by just neutralizing it, not reacting, and flooding yourself with positive affirmations instead, like reassuring yourself, building your self-confidence and your self-esteem, healing yourself from the inside out. So freedom is a beautiful part of being single, and self-love. Like, self-love is, I think, something that we have to learn how to do. You can't really get through life on earth and just assume that you love yourself or have self-love. I think as babies we do, like, we come into earth already knowing that our needs matter. Like, think about a baby. It's going to demand what it needs. It's going to get what it needs. It's going to cry, scream. It doesn't hide its emotions. It's just very raw, real, and authentic. But as we go through life, we are programmed and socialized to become people pleasers, put other people before us, and we can forget about ourselves and start comparing ourselves to other people and think that we're not good enough or whatever the case might be. So when you're single, it's this block of time that you can work on your inner self, your inner world, and learn to love yourself again, purge things that don't serve you. So you guys, self-love, I love this. I love this for us. If you're single, this is the time to love up on yourself. What does this look like practically? For me, I've learned how to self-soothe. Because when you're in a relationship, you're able to cuddle with your partner, you're able to cry on their shoulder, boo-hoo, help me, soothe me right now. But when you're single, you have an opportunity to learn to do this for yourself, you guys. And I'm not saying that it's not good to have friends, that you can rely on, family. I grew up in a really big family, and my entire life I was always surrounded by a lot of people. But there's something very powerful about learning how to be there for yourself, and it's a tool that you can take with you forever, and it's going to teach you about your own strength, and it's going to help you know yourself better, like get in tune and in touch with your own soul and connect to God, because we're all a piece of God. So your soul is like a little piece of the divine. And so you're able to self-soothe, and that has helped me. There are sometimes things in your life that maybe you don't want to open up to other people about it, a partner or someone close to you, a friend. There are some things that are reserved just for you and the divine. So when you're single, you're able to self-soothe. If you recognize something that you're going through inside, journal about it, cry it out. Do mirror work, which is you sitting in front of a mirror and looking into your own eyes. I'll link a video down below that I created last year about this, but on my self-love journey, I've discovered little ways that have really helped me get in touch with my own self. So learning how to calm myself down, learning what I specifically need to feel better. And it's probably going to be different for everyone, but for me, self-soothing looks like being able to detach from the world and spend time on my own, rest, and be in stillness, be in quiet mode. And before, I would be so afraid to be like completely quiet. The way I grew up, there was always the TV on or people around. And so that's what I'm saying. The self-love journey, and even being single, you have a chance to just discover yourself. And so at first it can seem scary, but then it becomes addicting because peace. This is how you find inner peace. You learn it. You earn it. It doesn't just come upon you. So your self-love is something that you build. Your inner peace is something that you cultivate within yourself. You find it, you create it. It's not given to you, and you earn it, because when you're alone with yourself, sometimes things are not okay. Sometimes life is life-in, okay? Look at the planets up in the sky right now, right? We just had the Lionsgate portal, and there's just like a lot of energy right now that in your own life, you might have some huge decisions to make that are going to affect your life for the rest of your life. And it can feel scary when some things like end because, but you have to have it end to make something new. So it could be good or bad. But what I mean is how you make these decisions without relying on other people to tell you how to live your life is by building a relationship with yourself. So self-soothing, self-preservation, self-discovery, like being able to discover what do you really need to make you happy, what makes you not feel so great, why. So it's a deep journey. Okay, so being single, another positive of it is being able to tap into self acceptance, learning how to accept yourself, flaws and all, and taking a real look at yourself physically, even, but in all ways, emotionally, mentally. Are there any things that you want to work on? But it's like, it's coming from you, because sometimes our partners can project, right? Like if you're in a relationship, maybe your boyfriend likes your hair a certain way, or wants you to dress a certain way, be a certain way, look a certain way. But when you're single, it's a chance for you to decide, like, how do you see your own self? Like when you look in the mirror, do you see yourself with love? Is there something that you want to change? Why? And it's coming from you, or you can see if it's not coming from you, if it's coming from society or something that you've heard. And so for me, I learned, like, I was able to see myself with clearer eyes and things like that. When you think about the word love, it means like kindness and patience. Being single means you get to be patient with you. And Lord knows that I need this. Learning about yourself, giving yourself the love that you normally give to others, the attention, the care. Being single for me looks like doing things that make me happy, that used to make me happy as a kid, like doing my nails or taking time on my makeup. Not that it has to come out perfect, but that as an artist, that's what I love to do, is like play with color, create on like digital art, create on my Etsy store with the t-shirts that I create and things like that. Tapping into what makes me happy and what taps me into my joy, like pleasure and play. What do you do for fun? You know, like swimming or laughing, listening to music, singing, cooking, trying out new recipes. It's like all your time is for you. And so it sounds selfish, especially as a woman. We can be so shamed by society. It's like this subconscious program that, oh, if you're single, you're flawed, or like, where's your man? What's wrong with her? She's like, maybe she's too difficult. Maybe she's like a bitch, or things like that. Like there's these ideas that you're not complete as a person unless you're with someone, and it's not true, ladies and fellas, because you have the right to be single. It's okay. It's okay. And another positive of being single is you get to create standards for yourself. When you get to know yourself better, you're going to discover, what do you desire from a partner? Like, what do you want? But also, what do you need? Because if you're never single, then you're not going to know if you're with somebody because you've just been with them for a long time. Like, or you're loyal to them because you've been together since you were 18. Versus like, okay, who am I and what do I actually need? Not universally, like what do we all need, but like what do you specifically, what helps you to feel good? And you deserve to figure out what this is and then attract somebody that will complement you well and help you to feel your best, and you'll be the same for them. So it's about patience, not rushing, taking your time. We can feel tempted to rush because, oh, I'm getting older, or oh, my friends are married, or oh, like, I don't want the perfect person to pass me by, things like that. Like, fears can creep into our head, but I would say that the universe doesn't make mistakes. And so if you're single right now, try to see it as a blessing. Try to see it as you building a relationship with you and nourishing yourself. Ladies especially, we've been conditioned and we have these huge hearts that, oh, I'm a sister, so I've just always taken care of my siblings. I'm a daughter, so I serve my dad, my mom. I'm a mother, or I'm, a friend, or a girlfriend, wife, whatever it is, right? Like, we are always giving, 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 giving. So when you're single, it's a time for you to be like, giving to yourself, and it can feel weird. You might think you're selfish. You might think like you're not worthy or deserving of your own time. and affection, and other people might call you these things out of ignorance. Like they might be projecting their own ideas onto you. And so it's about unlearning, and it's about acceptance and embracing this time in your life. Okay, and create standards and hold to them. The positives of being single is you get to decide and come from a conscious place on the type of relationship that you desire and what you need, what's going to be best for you. You get to like co-create with the universe, set your intentions, which is why I found myself on a celibacy journey to begin with, was because I didn't like how the relationships were going in my life. I was just kind of in patterns since I was 18 years old. Like, oh, I met these people like in college, or we've known each other for a long time. We used to party together. We just were hooking up, or, on again and off again boyfriends, or whatever the situation was, right? And so when you are single, and let's say you're also celibate, now you're getting more clear on who you are, your value as a person, what you can offer your partner, and what kind of partner you desire and why. So then you're going to create standards for yourself, and you're going to hold to those standards. A lot of people don't have any standards. Their standard is if he's a man and he is tall, like that works. Like, no. Or if she has a nice butt, fellas, and she has a job, okay, that works. A nice car. Like, it's so superficial and just like dumb. And so for me, creating real standards and taking my time instead of rushing, instead of moving off of just the physical. That's why I've told you guys that like looks, they barely matter. They matter because you want to be obviously physically attracted to the person you're going to be in a relationship with. But what's deeper than that? Like, what is their mind about? Where is their heart at? Like, what are they doing with their life? Do your values align? Are you on the same trajectory? Do you have similar spiritual beliefs? Do they want a family? Do you? Like, looking deeper and then getting to know them, like seeing them in all of their ways and being friends first, just deeper ways. And so we're like snails out here, but don't get disheartened because the universe is so mysterious, and your entire life can change in one day. Like, you can walk into Starbucks for your iced chai and someone can be like, you can meet the love of your life right then and there. Like, you never know. So, but instead of like anticipating that, anticipating so much, it's best to focus in on yourself in this season so that you are using this time in the best way. You're not using it to focus too much on the future. You're using it to focus on you right now, because the reason you're single is so that you can heal, so that you can learn to love yourself, is so that you can take care of you. It's not a curse, it's a blessing. It's a time that your higher self has designated for you so that you can learn about yourself, and you deserve your own love. You deserve your own attention. You deserve to learn how to care for your deepest needs and learn who you are and where you want to go in this life and how you can best do that. What do you have to let go of? Like old beliefs or, negative mindsets, lies, things that weren't true. Do you need to cleanse your environment? Do you need to get rid of, fake friends or things like that? So you get to discover yourself. It's a relationship of self-discovery and love. And so it's all about the mindset. If you focus on the parts you don't like of being single, then you're going to have a rough time. And then you might find yourself rushing and wanting to settle, and you don't have to do that. You guys, I've been celibate for for about 3.5 years. There's been a couple of times that I've wanted to revert back to my old ways, but I didn't do it. Like, I didn't go through with it. And I'm so glad I didn't, because when I'm in a healthier space, I can look at that time to be like, oh, I was just feeling lonely. I was just feeling like I would have been making the wrong decision for the wrong reasons, like it from a temporary point in time. And so instead, patience to receive what it is you truly deserve. Okay, so positives of being single. We're not done yet. We're not done. The universe wants me to make this video. And you guys, I'm such a lover girl in my heart. I am so for love. That's why I love talking about relationships, the things that I've learned, and my ideas on love with you guys at the same time. There are benefits to being single. So you get to focus on your money. Honey, money sticks to me like honey. Affirm that to yourself. When you're in a relationship, you know, it's two people or more. If you create a family or whatever, your friends, whatever. But when you're single, you have a chance to just get a hold on your money. Like, decide if you want to earn more, decide your career path, multiple sources of income. You guys, when I became single for reals, like no sneaky links, no none of that. When I became single is when I truly started focusing on what do I want to do in this world, and creating multiple streams of income, becoming an entrepreneur, and taking it more seriously without distractions, you know. So something else you can do while you're single is focus on your body and your health. Okay, if your body is serving body, then okay, beautiful. Continue on that path, because I feel like health is something that, like exercise and focusing on your health, what you eat, it's going to release endorphins, all those happy, like the happiness that you feel in a relationship, like that goo goo gaga feeling. Okay, you can get those similar feeling through exercise and through your health. Like when you're eating right, you're taking care of yourself, you're going to be feeling good from the inside out. Okay, get out there in the sun, sweat, listen to music, be happy, like feel joyous. There's so many ways that we can improve our own selves, like while we're single. And so focusing on your health, I went on a weight loss journey, I'm still on one, and it's about the time, because I promise you, like, no shade, no shade, I'm in my 30s, you guys. So obviously a lot of people I know are married or in a relationship, but it's like it consumes their life. Not in a bad way, but they're just always with their person. They do everything together, or, you know, it takes their time and obviously their attention, and they're in love. So, I mean, you know, whatever. But when you're single, all that time is for you. So you put it to good use, like relax or work out, focus on your health, focus on your money, getting your money up, your career, your side hustles, multiple streams of income, going out with your friends, meeting new people, you know, going on an adventure, getting to know yourself, learning how to meditate, connecting with God, journaling, taking a nap, spending time with people you love. Journal. Oh my gosh, my neighbor, ladies especially, told me, she was like, oh, you know, honey, you're not married. Do you know that she told me to write a letter to my future like partner or husband, wherever he is in the world, and pour my heart out and pray for him. She said that since she was 16 years old, she would say a prayer every single day for her future husband. And it's so beautiful. Like, that is what I'm talking about, okay? Set good intentions, learn how to be of a pure heart, and hope for the best, but also believe in the best. Know that it will manifest in perfect timing. We have to trust God. You're not going to be single forever, but being single is not so bad. I guess that's like the point of this video. Okay, guys, so these are all the things I want to share with you. The positives of being single. Drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna close the video by letting you know to remember not to close your heart to love, because when you're celibate, when you're single, when you're on your spiritual journey or self-love journey, it's not about letting your heart become calloused or closed off to love. Be open to the right person entering your life, because the universe is at your command in a sense. And so if you are putting off an energy of like leave me alone, then you gonna be alone. But sometimes you need to be alone, and that's okay. Just keep in the back of your head, like keep it in your heart that, okay, you're open to love, to the right person entering your life, because when you fill your own cup and then the right person enters your life, it's gonna be pouring over. Like your cup is already full, your heart is already full, but their love is just gonna make that cup overflow. Okay, I'm sending you so much love and power and healing on your journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real.